Some of them were absolutely crazed. I call them zealous, true believers. They would let nothing stop them from getting inside, and it didn't matter what they had to do to get inside.
Could you believe it, though? Could you believe that Americans were doing this in the way that they were doing it? A mob, no less?
You know, I want to say no, but we've been seeing this kind of talk for years now. These kind of people that just believe whatever certain leaders tell them. And so, yeah, I could believe it. It's unfortunate that it became a reality, though.
Officer Daniel Hodges was among those D.C. police officers attacked by rioters on January 6th. He and Officer Michael Fanone suffering injuries at the hands of the mob.
I was hospitalized, released. The few follow-up medical appointments I've had so far, everything seems to be A-OK. So I feel good physically, and I've had an outpouring of support from law enforcement.
Today, the Department of Justice revealing that current and former law enforcement officers were involved in the insurrection, and nearly a dozen former military there as well.
Unfortunately, as this case goes on, we're seeing indications that law enforcement officers, both former and current, have been off duty and participating in this riot activity. We don't care what your profession is, who you are, who you're affiliated with. If you were conducting or engaged in criminal activity, we will charge you and you will be arrested.
To learn from federal prosecutors today that among those in that mob were current and former law enforcement officials, as well as former military. This is causing many in the law enforcement community to truly be concerned. Anyone who walked into that building or tried to fight their way into that building knew that they were breaking the law, knew that they were violating their oath. So this is a story that is both chilling and portends ominous things for the future, potentially.
D.C. is braced for more violence after an FBI threat assessment warned that domestic terrorists will continue to target public officials, government buildings, and federal and local law enforcement, leading up to the inauguration. Checkpoints and barricades are scattered throughout the district, while armed National Guard troops patrol the Hill. 25,000 are expected by next week.
As of this morning, the Secretary of the Interior has officially closed the areas in the National Mall.
Among the FBI's top concerns for Inauguration Day, the substantial threat of improvised explosive devices, the ongoing threat to members of Congress and political leaders. Inside the security perimeter today, my colleague Martha Raddatz spoke to members of the Guard preparing for the worst.
We're on the lookout for everything. We always keep our head on a swivel. Once we get the information down to us, we put it out to our lower enlisted, and so everybody's watching for anything and everything.
So I was here that day. There were veterans in the crowd.
It weighed on my heart heavy to feel that brothers and sisters that served before me, that paved the way for us serving today, were taking part in such an act.
10 days after inciting his supporters to attack Congress, the president has made few public appearances. Vice President Mike Pence seeming to unofficially step in to fill in the role of commander-in-chief, reviewing inauguration security plans, visiting the National Guard at the Capitol.
Have a safe inauguration, and I just wanted to stop out today to say thank you.
Some of your Republican colleagues have said it's time for reconciliation and healing. Democrats are saying it's time for accountability. Why isn't there room for both, you think?
There should be room for both. You can't have reconciliation until you have accountability, until those people who caused the trouble, caused the insurrection, led to the insurrection, fanned the flames of the insurrection, are held accountable. There is no moving on. And the argument that we're going to make matters worse, we just had a domestic terrorist attack to try to overturn a legal election. It ain't getting any worse. It's about getting and holding people accountable, prosecuting the perpetrators, and then we can talk about reconciliation.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.